Thank you very much. Still watching the page here on GBC News. This is where we do chit-chatting. So, as I promised you, I have two lovely ladies here. They are all doctors, so I'm in good hands. In fact, I'm in very, very comfortable position. And they are from the Center for Transatlantic Leadership and Progressive Studies. Because it's their first time, we have a tradition here. So, doctors,
Yes.
You tell us your name and then your role, what you are really coming to do here before I also start asking. So let me start from you. Are in white, so in this culture we have been told that when you are in white you have to be careful. Okay. So tell us your name.
My name is Dr. Dorothy Williams. I am the visionary and CEO of the Center for Transatlantic Leadership and Progressive Studies.
Great, most welcome. I'm humbled to have you. And then Doug.
My name is Dr. Oniqua Hampshire, and I'm the program director for CTAPS.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. You've brightened my morning today. Now, so let me start from you, Dr. Williams. What really are you doing for Street Academy Ghana?
For the Street Academic, what we're doing is we're going there and we're working with the kids and with Mr. Larate. You know, the kids are in need of a lot of resources and supplies. It's not that the center can supply them all of those things, but we're doing our best to reach them in so many ways. And this is just the start of our relationship. And we're hoping through the years that we're able to give them a lot of resources that they need so that the kids can help level up with some of the other schools.
Ooh. Then, meaning that this dream you have, it's a long-term dream.
It's a long-term dream. It's not just something that can happen today, but it's long-term.
Ooh.
And we need others to reach out and to help.
Okay. Let me come to Dr. Hampshire. You are the program's coordinator, right?
Yes.
In your research coming here, what really were some of the pointers, some of the things that touched you and said, indeed, this is the right time for us to start this relationship with the Street Academy?
Yes. Well, you know, after COVID, many of the students were not able to basically learn. And so what we do is we provide professional development for teachers to help them with strategies to help students who may not have had that opportunity to learn while they were out. And so that's what we do. We actually first we go in and observe in the classroom, and then we come back and we look at what we saw and then come up with a strategy. So this time we just worked on math. We did math, we did science, and then we did mental health. And so, yes.
Prezo, how far should we see you guys go with Street Academy? The first time, let me share my experience with you. The first time I saw Mr. Latte and the team, I saw the kids out there as a peculiar nation. Their group, very, very unique. But fortunately, they don't have that thing that nothing like shelter, parental love, everything. That key things. You coming on board at this time, post-COVID, trying to help. Even COVID is rising up again, as you speak.
Yes.
How do you intend really imbibing in the resource persons over there, the teachers, the volunteers that come and assist the children? How do you really empower them to really empower these peculiar group that are there?
It's a work in progress. One of the things that we learned going in this time is that because of the massive needs of supplies, resources, that we have learned that in just talking with Mr. Larate that some of these kids, it's their first time being in school. First time. So they are in need of a lot of academic resources, a lot of them. So we're going to just try to reach out and to do whatever we can. We're starting with something basic, like talking about hygiene, talking about caring about your body, just some of those everyday things that they may not do on a regular basis that they should. The importance of keeping your teeth healthy. You know, We're starting from the ground and we're trying to work our way up. As we've said before, this is our first time actually going in and actually seeing what it is. Before we just brought a few things by, waved and kept going. But this time we got an opportunity to step in and to see what the needs are. You know, and we were touched in so many different ways. And our work has to be done when we go back. There are a lot of things that we need to do to help as much as we possibly can. It's not the money that we're trying to get, but we're trying to get those resources. I feel that every kid should have a library or something that they can reach out and read. In the U.S., we're asking our kids to read at least 20 to 30 minutes a day. I looked around, I didn't see a library. I didn't see the books. You know, so how can you even extend that part of reading with these kids? So we have a whole initiative that we need to get back and to talk about and to try to reach out and have resources for. It was such an eye-opener. It was an eye-opener going in.
Wow. I can feel the emotion that is trying to pour out. And so with all these that you guys have seen, I know you told me that the items we brought to support them, we've seen that they are woefully inadequate. So in coming back again, are you going to touch on the more on the education, or you look at the other aspects in terms of culture? Some of them are very, very talented, and so they learn when they see stuff happening than really being introduced to the books, because they really don't know. So are you going to focus more on the learning aspect, the classroom work, or you're going to add the other aspects to it to make them really holistic?
Well, I noticed that prior to coming, I was looking at the standards, and I noticed that Ghana is moving to Common Core, and Common Core is basically hands-on type of learning. And so with many of the students that have not been in school, they do need more hands-on learning, you know, starting from the basics, because they have not had school. So providing resources where they can manipulate, use manipulatives and stuff like that, so they can actually see and to learn. So, you know, being a creative, you know, I really like STEM education, where you can use multiple things. You can do project-based learning, where they can put their creativity in there. And so, like she said, we're going to go back and go back to the drawing board and see how best we can assist with not only just the learning, but how we can bring in that creativity for each student.
Great. And so how many days are you going to spend here before moving to start this planning again for you to really come back?
Well, we leave tomorrow.
Okay.
We've been here for almost 3 weeks. And we're going to go back, and normally we return in June, early June. So early June we'll be back, but of course we'll be talking to Mr. Larate about some of the things that we've observed and how we can assist. So we have a lot of work to do.
Okay. And for viewers that will be watching you first time, some of them are touched, like the way what you've seen, they really want to help. They want somebody to lead so that they can also come in and support. On social media, address, how would they get you and say, okay, you'll be coming next year, June, we'll also prepare and come and assist. There are people out there that are really going to volunteer to help you guys put smiles on the faces of these less privileged street kids. How did they get in touch with you guys, even if you're gone, to really assist in terms of anything?
You could reach out to us at center, 4, transatlantic @gmail.com.
Okay.
And you can also go and visit our website at www.ctaps.com. Or if you're not able to access the website from there, just type in our name, the Center, 4, Transatlantic Leadership and Progressive Studies, and you'll be able to find us, and it has information there.
Great.
Our contact information.
So as you leave, what message are you giving to Ghanaians and the world as a whole, in terms of, there's a problem with perception here, that we always see the street kids as social misfits. So sometimes they even get closer to us, push them off. We don't want them to get closer to us because we see them as unclean, so many things. So we leave them to their feet. So Athlantic and his team must look for them. What message do you leave to Ghanaians and everybody that sees these street kids?
As my uncle would always say, we have never arrived until we can reach back and help someone else up. And, you know, they may need a hand up to get up. And education is key. So we can't just pass them along. We have to assist as well, because we never know what they're going through. We can't just look at the students or the children on the street and automatically just push them away. We have to understand that they've been going through, because a lot of them they don't have parents. And so as a person that, you know, I love children, and so it just touches my heart, you know, to see so many children that do not have families. And so I just pray that that God will put it on their hearts to just reach out and possibly assist some of these students that are without loved ones.
Okay, we're checking out from the studio. Prezo, final words before we check out. A message to Ghanaians and your project.
I just wanted to say that this whole thing that's surrounding Street Academy deals with our message that's on our shirt that says crayons, that they may be broken, but guess what? They still work. And that's how we look at the kids. You know, they may come from broken homes. They may come from homes where they don't have that dual parent, that mother and that father. But guess what? They're still our children. They still can learn. And we need to give them every possible opportunity for success. Every possible opportunity. These crayons still work. These kids are our future. And we have to make sure that we do everything that we possibly can so that they're successful.
Thank you, doctors, for your time with us. God bless you. Wishing you safe flight back home.
Yes.
And go and prepare. God should empower you. Come back again and let's build.
Yes.
We'll build.
Yes.
And one day we'll put smiles on the faces of everybody. We say a big thank you to Athlantic for holding the fort for all this while, for more than a decade and counting, and still doing it. We say a big thank you to you and everybody out there that has been supporting the Street Academy. There's more room for support, so please support them as and when you can. And at the end of the day, the blessings will be coming from north, south, east, and west. I'm for example, I've been your chauffeur for today. I've been driving the boots for today. Thank you very much for doing the watching. The page will return same time tomorrow. Have a lovely day.